Hey y'all, how's everybody? It's foodie duty time. I had someone complain that they can't see my face, and I really didn't think it was, you know, a need to see my face if all I'm doing is cooking. I hope everybody is well. Today I'm making fried Dominican pork chops, some vegetables, and some jasmine rice. I already seasoned my meat ahead of time, so I used first I cleaned my meat with vinegar and lime. I like to do it twice, and then I seasoned it. I seasoned it using, oh shit, this can't fit in here. 1 second. I seasoned it using some adobo, fresh garlic. Well, I actually used paste this time. Garlic paste and sazon, onion powder, garlic powder. Not too much garlic powder because I used the fresh garlic, and some pepper. That's really it, because you know pork has a lot of flavor to it already. We don't really eat pork too much in the house. Maybe once every so many months. My husband might not even eat it, but once in a while, I get in the mood for a fried pork chop. Sometimes I'll make it how my mom and them, you know, would make it growing up, and that would be to flour it. For this recipe, we are not going to use flour. We're going to put some oil in. I did a half a thing of oil. Turn my heat on medium-high. So these are the seasonings that I used. Black pepper, onion powder, and some accent, and garlic powder. I ran out of the other one, so I'm just gonna put a little bit more garlic powder on these top ones because I want to make sure. And we'll be having jasmine rice with this, and just mixed vegetables. That's what I got my butter out for. I like my mixed vegetables with a little crunch to it. I don't like them soggy. I feel like it takes away any nutritional value in your vegetables when you overcook them. So that's just mixed peas, carrots, corn, string beans, frozen. And I got some pork chops. They have the bone in them. So I'm just heating up my oil now. I got this out because I'm also going to make a sauce that this Ecuadorian lady taught me how to do. So I just call it Ecuadorian sauce. We're going to make that while our pork chops heat up. And this is for on top of the pork chops. It's so good. You're going to have to trust me on this one. You're going to be like, wow, that's a lot of salt. But trust me, after you make it, it's going to taste so good. So I have a red onion. And however you want to slice it depends on you. I like mine like thin, but not too thin. Sometimes the thinner you make it, the better. You know, it turns out because the way it lays on the pork chop, and then it's not too overbearing with flavor, from my experience. And I love this. So you just start by cutting up your onion. Cutting it up, and then I rinse it off. No, don't rinse it off. I forgot I don't rinse it off. You're gonna end up rinsing it, so you don't want to make it too watery. Then you just put it in a bowl. I was gonna make some cucumber salad, but I didn't have any. I like the cucumber salad with like yellow rice and beans, and I ran out of sofrito, and I don't have the ingredients to make any fresh sofrito, so we're just gonna do this. Board off. Make sure you clean your boards sometimes with I like to do it all the time with a little bleach. Get all that stuff off of there. So you're gonna take regular salt or your sea salt or your whatever kind of salt. I feel like it works better with regular salt. And just trust me on this. You're just gonna douse a shitload of salt on those onions. And you're gonna, it's kind of, I guess, like a pickled onion. And just make sure it gets all in there, and I like to do a little bit more at the end. We're gonna leave that sit for like damn near the whole time as you're cooking the pork chops. My oil's almost ready. Be careful when you, sometimes I test my oil with like a little splash of water, but be careful because that can turn bad. It can turn into a fire. Clean up my salt. I always get salt everywhere when I do that. And for this recipe, you're going to need fresh lime. And I have to, oh my goodness, my honey been spilled in here. Fresh lime and olive oil. This is the best olive oil I've had. I'm sure there's better. The Goya olive oil, I don't like it too much. It has like a funky taste to it, but not my cup of tea. It might be your cup of tea. Use whatever olive oil works for you. With that onion sauce, like I said, you're going to be rinsing that salt off of there. So we just want to get the salt in there. You're going to be rinsing it off of there, and then adding the olive oil and the fresh lime. As you can see, I have my pork chops. I've been having them seasoned and marinating for about an hour. They're pretty big. That's how you want to hear that, and don't mess with them because eventually the oil will bring it up, so you don't have to like stick it to the pan now, but it'll loosen up. You got all that good seasoning down in there. We're gonna cook them and cover them just to make sure the inside is done really good. And then eventually we take the lid off of it once it starts cooking. I say when you go to flip it over, take the lid off of it. And you can see the seasoning on the pork chops. These are nice sized ones. Have about 4 or 5 of them in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actually. Probably take my neighbors some. I like feeding my neighbors too. They always get happy when it's some different type of food. I love cooking and feeding people. Also, I want everyone to know who's watching this, I do offer online cooking classes for a very reasonable price. Whatever recipe you want to learn how to make, I will do it online with you. I can do it groups, or I can do one-on-one sessions. It's up to you, however you would like to do it. So we're just cooking our pork chops now. I'm going to turn the video off because I have nothing else to do and talk about. I'm going to turn my vegetables on in the back here. For my vegetables, I just put the butter, a pinch of salt. My husband's not big on salt, and some pepper. So I'm going to leave that cover for about 4 to 5 more minutes. Take the lid off, and then I'm going to cook it and crisp it. And I will be back when all is completed. Thank you for tuning in to Foodie Duty Time.